can see some of the hands. I just want to, for official record, Diamond have nothing to do with Pokemon, right? There's a lot of people confused, so you guys have doing anything with Pokemon. So just a bit of a highlight of my company, right? We are, okay. All right, we have been founded in 2004. We've been in the market for 13 years, right? We have been growth for 100% basically the last 13 years, right? And some of the background, basically we have all the top banks, okay, all the top telcos in the market using our solution. So what's Diamond's solution? Right? It's actually Diamond is actually a relatively straightforward solution, but we serve a very unique need that you're facing. I'm the only one that in the whole presentation here so far that don't give you any report. Right? So what's the key challenge we are trying to help you is more from an architecture perspective. Now, I believe you are using more than just Dynatrace. You're looking for other solutions that you put in. You have network performance, you have application performance, security perspective, right? You also have solutions that you need to like malware detections, IDS, IPS. So with all these solutions have all in something in common. They need the access to the network in order to pull out the raw packet, because it depends on raw packet in order to analyze the information, in order to provide that. However, today the architectures, basically the way the network is designed, they can only provide you using span port. And how many span port you have per switch? It's only 2. So that means that in the most of the customers actually have this challenge, right? They can maximum only deploy 2 solutions. And that's where the real challenge that most of the customers are facing. They want to put in solution to monitor performance, also give you a from security perspective, from cyber security perspective. They can't go in because there's not enough span port to go around. And span port also very bad performance. That's where Diamond come in. Right? We are basically realigning the architecture. So recommendation is try to use tab. Right? By using a tab, you are able to retrieve all the key network data that you need and aggregate to Diamond. And based on the requirement of different solutions, it could be the IPS, it could be Dynatrace, right? We can turn on filter to filter right traffic, right tools. Not only that, right, there's 2 kinds. We also serve the main purpose on able to help you to pull information not from the physical wire. Now, physical wire is important, right? You have all the raw packet. But what happens if it's a virtualization? Right? You have all the solution, but you have no access to the virtualization environment. You can't pull the raw packet. Without raw packet, you don't have a meaningful report. Same thing here. What happened? You decided to move your architecture to the cloud environment. It could be AWS, it could be Azure Cloud, it can be Google Cloud, as you everything. All this information is going to be all over the place, and how are you going to consolidate that? That's where Diamond can come in. We're going to talk about it. I can also generate net flow. If some solution you need a net flow generation, we can do that for you. Right. And one of the key topics, we can do SSL decryption. Now, a lot of this data analysis, like you need to analyze the payload. And payload, if it's encrypted, you can't do anything. That's something that we could help. We can help you to do SSL decryption in the box. We collect the raw packet, we can turn on the SSL decryption to turn it to be a clear text before it's forwarded to the tools for inspection. Okay. Now, specifically for Dynatrace, a few key things is that we could offer. So we help Dynatrace basically to be able to access the cloud, the physical wire, and basically all the virtualization environment, the data inside. The most important thing, another thing is about deduplication. If you're aware, because a lot of times when you look at application, you look at we need to tap multiple locations. So the same packet might be sent over and over to the Dynatrace for analysis. So for example, some outside user accessing the server, the traffic is the first packet, go to the tools. Go to the second point, a second packet. Go to third point, third packet. In theory, there's only one packet. But because to help them, that means that the most of the first packet come in, I will forward to the Dynatrace. The second and third packet basically I'll drop off. So to make sure that you only see one packet at one time. The second key information that will help is called header stripping. Now, there is a certain environment, for example, if you're looking at SDN, you're using virtualization, they tend to have this packet called VXLAN header. So what we could do is that we can help you to remove the VXLAN header and normalize as a normal packet before I forward to the Dynatrace to analyze. Right? There's certain packet, there's certain situations that it could be a new technology, right? That the new header they have introduced, and the tools can't have it. And Guillermo has something called generic header stripping. We can help you to strip any header that you want before we forward to normalize as IPv4 packet before we forward it to tools. Okay? That's one of the few key things that we will basically help. As I say, we are not in the tools market to show all the different consoles, but we try to optimize the performance. Okay? So some other use case out here you can see here. I already mentioned once. It's not enough spare port to go around with multiple tools. You really have IDS, you have Dynatrace, and sometimes you maybe want to put in a third solution. You can't because all spam port can be used. That's where you can come in. Right? We are able to allow you to have collect the tab or span one copy, and I can replicate as many copies, as many tools that you want. At the same time, I can turn off filtering. Now, APM is a very good solution that they only need 20% of the total traffic. They only monitor the key application performance. So I can turn on, for example, your SAP, your Citrix, based on the port number. You can base on IP addresses. We only forward the right traffic to right tools for monitoring. Okay. The next use case is that sometimes we may not have enough interface in the tools to get around with multiple segments, right? So that's where we can help. We can take span port or tab from multiple locations and aggregate and forward to the solution for inspection. Now, most of the beauty that most of my customers that have been using Guillermo told us that the most they find the best for them is that really help you all to shorten the justification. That's a lot of time being wasted. Because with Guillermo, I can solve your problem. I can just one copy, I can replicate 3 different copies, exactly the same copy to 3 different solutions that no one tests at the same time. And no one can say that you are biased or whatever because you can show them you're doing exactly and you can see the report side by side. And much more easier for you to write the justification method. Right? The vendor that will not able to go into procurement team say that the thing the test is not fair. Because you really have a fair test. Exactly the same timing, exactly the same packet, in order for them to give a stuff. It's much more easier as a customer. Alright, and of course, we start to see the trend of the network is getting quicker and quicker, right? From 1 gig to 10 gig, 10 gig to 40 gig, 40 gig to 100 gig. It's getting more and more common to have 40 gig backbone. But in actual fact, a lot of this 40 gig backbone, the trend is actually, they don't really have a backbone of actual 40 gig of throughput. Just because of technology refresh. Alright, if you look from network perspective, right, 1 pieces of 40 gig SFP is cheaper than 4 pieces of 10 gig. From a customer perspective, it's very natural per section. So you can have, maybe for example, you have a throughput of 200 gig or 300 gig. It's okay. But a lot of these solutions out there, they may not have a processing power of 40 gig, even though they have 40 gig interface. We can help you to load share to multiple 10 gig interface so that you can have the solution to able to handle the load of the tools. Right? Alright? And one of the key things about it is the key topic is about SSL decryption. Now, it depends on the solution. Some solutions don't depend on monitoring the payload. Right? But however, in certain situations where you need to look at the payload, whether the data is encrypted or not encrypted have an impact on your report. Because if the data is encrypted, even though you have the raw packet, you can't do anything. So you can invest then a few millions of equipment, but you don't really serve the purpose because you cannot see what's the payload inside able to help you. So there's 2 ways of doing SL decryption. One way is what we call out-of-band SL decryption. That's quite straightforward. Right? Basically, it's more for so-called inbound use case. That means that the user from outside will access your web server. As a user, you have the cert and the key. All you need to do is just to load the cert and the key to Guillermo. Guillermo will receive the packet, decrypt, and send out as a clear text. So you don't have to waste any resources on the tools level to basically to do the SSL decryption. Now, as need to be fair, any solution that want to turn on SSL decryption need resource. Right? You cannot expect them to say that most of these solutions like IDS, right? The key function is for inspection. So maybe they can handle 5 gig of throughput. The moment you say that no, I want IDS to so you can turn on SSL decryption in the IDS environment, what's the challenge? They need to do decryption, then inspect. They need to have some resources just for the SSL decryption. So the throughput may not be 5 gig, now maybe go down to 2.5 gig. And that's where Guillermo can help. Let's just do the SSL decryption from the tools perspective. And not only that, I can only decrypt once, I can send to multiple tools at the same time. All your tools will enjoy. Or else, all your solutions that are inside that can do SSL decryption need to turn on. They may not be the ideal case. Right? Now, that is for the inbound use case. But we start to see that out-of-band SSL decryption is no longer enough because of the trend of the changes in the market. Right? How about outbound? Right? We start to see the trend of what we call Diffie-Hellman PFS. Now, all this technology, especially that's more for outbound use case, it means that your user is going out to access VMware to pull out the whole inventory list and decide where you want to install our virtual tab solution. Our virtual tab solution, alright, is basically using an API to monitor the VNIC, right? We can replicate the traffic out. And you can turn on the filter on our VM to turn on the right traffic they want out, and we tunnel out the traffic to a physical host, to a physical hardware, and send to the Dynatrace solution or whatever solution you have. So you may really have a solution for Dynatrace in the physical environment, but now we allow you to have a way to get access to the virtualized network, not only just Dynatrace, our solution that you need in order to pull the raw packet up for your monitoring. Okay. All right. We support VMware ESXi. We also support NSX. That's basically the next level of it, of the solutions. So we actually have a few discussions. Actually, we actually have a few deployments in Dynatrace and NSX environment. So it's actually the same concept. The only thing is not to replicate the traffic that is inside the network, and we tunnel the traffic out and send to the tools directly. Now, we are the only certified partner by VMware and NSX partner. Now, one thing I just want to highlight, why is this important as a partner or certified by VMware? At first, I thought it's just a marketing thing, right? It's just a marketing with a VMware. We just do it fine. But a couple of months ago, we have a case in US, and we realized that it's how important to make sure that the solution that you install need to be certified with VMware. So what happened is the customer actually have an NSX environment. There's some challenge, and they are getting a VMware, the tech team, to help to troubleshoot what's going on. And the first thing the NSX tech team come in is to tell the customer to uninstall any software that's not certified by NSX. Anything that you're not certified by NSX, you need to uninstall. I mean, I was actually a bit surprised when I heard that story, but that's true. Because you want to troubleshoot to NSX point, I don't know what you've installed and impact. As long as you're not certified by me, you might be the one that causes the NSX environment unstable. That's the first thing they do. But anything that is so-called certified by them, you are okay. You don't have to inspect. So that's why it's very important to make sure that anything that you interested to put inside services the VMware environment, make sure that you have this built in. Or else there will be a challenge when you do troubleshooting. Right. This is stuff. And of course, most of our customer, just as the previous speaker, is moving to cloud. So Guillermo have to go to cloud. We have to follow where the raw packet is. It's the same challenge. Again, we are able to do AWS, all right, monitoring. So how the AWS works is the same thing, right? All your 3-tier network, you move on to the virtual environment. It's the same thing. You still have the challenge about seeing the north-south traffic and the east-west traffic in order to get performance. About cloud solution, one thing is clear. The response is code. They might only provide you the response report basically from network perspective.
But application performance, security performance is